They're telling me the globe is my home. I'm too infinite, 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 infinite. Globe is my home, the globe is my home. You're telling me the globe is my home, the globe is in my home, the globe is in my home. I'm too infinite, I'm too infinite, I'm too infinite. And I'm killing it, I'm killing it, I'm drilling it. And I said, it's fake as shit. Yeah, I was in the basement. Now I'm in the spaceship. Cause it's fake shit. Got on my camera. And I'm guiding the challenger. I'm smashing the actress. Cause that's all that NASA is. Space isn't real. The stars are a spirit. And I'm trying to do it real. I'm counting it. Space is so fake. Nobody can relate. So infinite, yeah. I'm so infinite, 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 infinite. Oh, 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 I'm so infinite. Different, definite, yeah. Knowledge.
In the last 6 hours, because these were the lost penguins who didn't know I had moved. Most of them didn't, so it was nice to bring them back into the fold. They didn't miss very much, to be quite honest. I mean, there's never a dull day, things are always happening, but the last few weeks have been kind of slower than usual. I think the last month I've been taking it not easy, but I've been working on building a stronger foundation, a better foundation. So there can't be any more interruptions, and that's what this platform is about, and that's pretty much what this approach moving forward is about. And the approach moving forward is adhering to a few basic rules, and exactly no one. Yeah, the whole thing. By the way, the whole thing about this, we called it the flappening a couple of months ago. You know, things we were doing that we had to pull back from. The only reason we had to pull back is because we didn't want to violate YouTube terms of service, but pretty soon those terms of service won't matter as much. I mean, it's really messed up that somebody can flag a video and say you're a bully because you offended them, and then you don't get the benefit of the doubt as a content creator. So that's not going to be a big deal anymore. Anyway, let's see, we have 13 watching. Go ahead and thumbs it down. Show your disdain for YouTube's mob rule rating system that gives the shills a bit of an edge. You know, people who open up, I don't know, in excess of, we'll say 100 sock puppets in a week should be banned from the site. Am I right? You know, it's like there's got to be some kind of way of restricting that. That's just absurd. It's absurd. But that's why the trolls hate the wrenches so much. Think about this. The reason they hate the wrenches, the reason they hate all of us having mod status, is one, they don't like you being able to share links, and two, they can't control the narrative in here. We kind of just, we beat them out. They don't like it. But the flappening, exactly, it's all still happening. We have a lot of things going on that are showing that no matter what they throw at us, nothing really blocks it. I mean, sure, they shut down an account, big deal. Big deal. We'd planned for it months ago. So what I wanted to go over today, though, is mainly the Flat Earth Report. If you're not subscribed to theflatearthreport.com, you ought to be. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. It's kind of interesting. There's a few things that developed as a result of this BOB. The BOB, here we go. He's constantly flat smacking people, and he gets a little too much flack. I don't think he should get any flack. I think the fact that he's even talking about it should be commended. I don't really think there's any reason to engage in shill spotting. But I get it. I'm not going to say other way. Okay, so Detroit Lions, CB Darius Slay says he thinks the world is flat. Now, this just came out. This is somebody else, and I don't even care about sports. The only reason I know of any sports or any actors at all is if they're flat. Otherwise, I don't know. Detroit Lions cornerback Darius Slay is never shy to air his thoughts in the world. Okay, so here we go. Check this out. Asked whether he believes the earth is flat.
This first one is from Luke Six Hill, and he wants to know your thoughts on, is the earth flat?
Ooh. I mean, I think it is. I feel like it is. We walking flat. So how's it round? Like, I don't get it. It's a tricky question though, but I think it's flat.
Wait, so you've listened to the theories and everything from the NBA players who share this theory?
Yeah, he made some tremendous. He just made me feel good about that. I feel like it's really flat. I think it is. There's no way we can walk around.
So what do you say to the counterpoints that science says that the earth is not flat?
I don't even know what to say to him.
Interesting. So, obviously the critics are going to say he's ignorant or he's crazy or he's dumb or he's trying to get attention, but in reality he's just answering from what he knows and observes because, yeah, it's not like you can feel it spinning. I've been told that, though. I've had a few Globies say that. In fact, I lost a couple of Globie friends. They're like, are you crazy? Every time I lie down and look at the stars, I can feel the earth spinning. Like, I've actually heard that, so. Okay, so anyway, that guy's name is Slay, Detroit Lions. Another celebrity. It could just be a way to grab headlines, but regardless. Okay, here's something I thought. This isn't necessarily flat Earth, but it's worth looking at because it relates to flat Earth. And this is MIT study reveals that Earth is heading towards its sixth mass extinction. It'll happen in the year 2100. Now again, mass extinction, one of the first things you learn alongside the spinning ball in dinosaurs is mass extinction. And so it says 5 mass extinctions have occurred on Earth so far, and we're heading towards our 6th one. MIT. So we got these so-called scientists who, look at this here. They're showing us all the various mass extinctions. 65 million years ago, 199, 251, 364, 439. It's all made up. Look at this dinosaur getting hit. I mean, this is pathetic. And they have to say representational image because Globies will look at this and think it's real. They don't even think. It doesn't even cross their critical filter whatsoever. The mass extinction that occurred 250 million years ago is the worst of all because 96% of the species were lost, the great dying, and it took away the ancient coral species. Life today descended from the remaining 4%. Okay. Jurassic extinction, Cretaceous extinction, end of the dinosaurs. It's always the same though. It's rocks from the sky. If left unchecked, the carbon cycle would move into a realm which would be no longer stable and would behave in a way that would be difficult to predict. In the geologic past, this type of behavior is associated with mass extinction. So what I want to know is, what kind of technologies were the dinosaurs using that caused global warming and catastrophe at that time? I mean, they had nothing to do with it. It's just so bizarre, this whole idea that we're somehow responsible for what's happening, but all these other ones, oh, that's just nature. But they're all fake. These are all just stories. This is all the type of stuff like MIT. That's where you get your Stephen Hawking, your NWO doomsayer. Okay, so far we've moved up. We have 23 people watching. It is 11:13 p.m. I just thought it was worth looking at the mass extinction things. That's just kind of a common refrain. We have 2/3 of the Moniques and the Morky, 2/3 of the Mo Power. No Morgan yet. Shay Smith's here. Copacetic, Who's Your Flatty, Fantastic Voyage, Becky G. Nice to see you, Becky G. And I was curious, Becky G, if you're sending artwork to FEMA Camp. We have the address posted on FEMACamp.com. And I talked to Chris Pontius, by the way, from FlatEarthModels.com, and he's going to bring some artwork to FEMA Camp as well. He has these new models, which are like, they have the dome that spins with the stars. And I think he said in the text today that he just finished number 35. Let me double check that. Yes, he says number 35 he just finished. The chase lights under the dome. It's the shit. See you at FEMA Camp. But anyway, he finished the 35th one. And I think I'm going to get the 33rd one. I kind of got dibs on it. And whatever he doesn't sell at FEMA Camp, he'll just take right on over to North Carolina. Becky G, working on some new paintings for FEMA. Awesome. Okay, so mass extinctions are crap. Global warming is crap. Second coming is crap. Alien invasion, crap. Asteroids from space, crap. These bird flu, pig flu, whatever, it's all crap. They make it all up. Global terrorism, epidemics of school shootings, crap, crap, crap. It's all made up. Oh, by the way, let me go ahead and get that. I have a copy of Flat Revival magazine, and I was going to do a live review of it. You're not going to believe this thing, like the quality of it. I mean, it's actually like, this is, I should probably order a ton of copies of it, to be quite honest. Okay, this is good. And by the way, Becky G, your work's on the cover. I was working on a piece, a short article. I think I'll probably get in the second one about Globe Exit, but this is good. I think you're all going to be a little taken aback. Like I only had a few moments to go through it. Hey, what's up, Ian? Let me go ahead and hand you a wrench. I had a wrench distribution party earlier today. I was just handing them out like crazy. Okay, so I was going to go through the rest of Flat Revival, but I want to go ahead and just turn on a light really quick. I can actually stream, I can live stream it, but sorry for the noise. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to do a quick review, a live review of Flat Revival magazine. I'll show you what I'm looking at. I just got it set up so that I can stream a video on part of the screen, so give me a second here. No, FEMA Camp's not the same weekend as the North Carolina Conference, by the way. Kyle McDonald said, chemtrails are fear porn. I'd be glad to change my opinion based on legit evidence, but misunderstood linear clouds in the sky, similar to mass extinction fear porn. Isn't it funny, though, how sometimes if you don't have a knee-jerk reaction against some popular fear, that is also a form of blasphemy? Like, if you don't acknowledge the same taboo, the same fear, it's like, oh, well, then you must be shilling for it. But no, I'm all about people coming to conclusions based on their own observations. There's no reason to go with the herd. Okay, video capture device. Here we go. Found it. I'm kind of doing this live. I have the okay, I can use Droid Cam, which is interesting. Droid Cam is where you can use your phone. There we go, perfect. You can use your phone and stream from it directly, like use it as instead of a webcam. And it has some advantages. So you're looking at the cover of Flat Revival magazine. Let me see if I can enlarge it. It says the hypnotic dogma of scientism. And of course, the cover art is by Zetetic Mindset. Let's see if I can get a better focus. On the back, you have FEMA Camp's flyer. This one was designed by, I think it was I.M. Phase. November 4th and 5th, Flat Earth Music and Art, Denver, Colorado, Sohi Gallery, 2209 Welton Street, FEMAcamp.com, 21 and plus. And what's nice about this particular magazine is that obviously, it's going to be kind of topical. It's covering what's going on now, but some of the stuff, it'll be something you'll want to read it. Like a lot of it will be probably evergreen, like the article here by Crow. Some of the stuff, so Revival Arrival, Welcome Home. On the cover is Hypno Dopey by Zetetic Mindset. Here's what we have. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but some of these ads are great. Man, this guy's pro. Mission statement: Flat Revival magazine is devoted to representing the emergent flat earth culture while contributing to it in innovative ways. Our goal is to provide high-quality print platform for cutting-edge thought, theories, and art being produced across the world by individuals who comprehend that flat earth is more than a statement about the earth's shape. It is a philosophical and spiritual lightning bolt with the potential to impact the course of human civilization. Ty Gordon. If you have a link to this, if you could just post it, flatrevival.com is probably good enough. But anyway, let's see who we have here. Welcome to the first issue of Something That Should Not Exist. Comics, let's see, channel recommendations. Interview with Flatlandia author Spiritual North, which, if you haven't read Journey to the Center of Flatlandia, you can get it on Kindle, on Amazon, or go to spiritualnorth.com. I have it on my Kindle. You can also listen to, I think, the first 8 chapters on YouTube. Flat Earth's trump card is that it is unavoidably edgy. This is Spiritual North talking. If Flat Earth were a new product in the market, it would be termed a disruptor. Disruptor products are things like Uber, which nearly ended the taxi industry, or Napster, which practically bankrupted the music industry. Good, good, good. Okay, so this is My Flat Earth, Why I Believe in God's Creation. Polly Hart with guest authors. Very good. Okay, so looks like, belief is the enemy of knowing, Crow 777. When you realize you can see too far. So here's an article by Crow. I have long thought that if anything here is correct, it is very likely there are land masses we know nothing about. After all, new land cannot be easily created, so it is among the most valuable things in the world. And that's been my point all along, too. I mean, if you want to get to a motivation and incentive. Flat contest winner. Ed won this one. He won 2 killer t-shirt designs from Awaken the Masses. I guess this is for a comic. If you go to flatrevival.com, he has another competition coming up too. It's something like getting a copy of this magazine in the most unusual or unlikely place. So who knows? If you have any ideas, Flat Earth literature. This is such good stuff. In fact, there's an article here where he talks about Bill Nye's facial features being interchangeable with Leonard Nimoy. Bill Nye as Mr. Spock, which we called that out before Earth Day, about how he appropriated the looks of Spock, and about appropriations and how this is used. Archetypal transference, which, as Carl Jung defined it. Regarding the importance of Flat Earth meetups by D. Marble. And here's Emperor Fepe. Now this alone, honestly, this alone is worth the price of the book. This painting is owned by One-Eyed Jack, but you could easily justify purchasing the magazine for this. This painting is great. It was oil on linen. It's fantastic. Okay, Flat Earth People Everywhere by Peter Lexa. It's an article about the penguin. Words from an Artist, Rusted Soul. And by the way, you see that piece right there, the gumball machine with the Darth Vader holding a globe? It's a globe head machine. If you are interested in buying that or any work by Rusted Soul, you can find a lot of it at postglobesociety.com, where I'm building up bios of all the artists. You can find her at facebook.com/rustedsoul4. But I'm putting up bios of all the artists who contributed to Globe Exit. No spoilers. I'm not going to read anything. I'm just kind of going through it. I'll go find the others. A lot of full-page ads. These are fantastic. I think you'll let Flat Revival Magazine be your canvas. flatrevival.com/submissions. Weekly live streams at Flat Revival on YouTube. Yeah, this is very well put together, very well made. I mean, this is great. Somebody spam a link to get this thing again. You can find it at flatrevival.com, but I think you can also pick it up. I think, where is it? I think you just go to, I know it's on CreateSpace. The easiest place is just going to be go to flatrevival.com, to be quite honest. Yeah, D Marble is in it. How cool is that? Hey, what's up? Teaching Flat Earth Resources and Curriculum. We were just going through Flat Revival magazine. I got my copy in the mail today. Totally wasn't expecting it. It was kind of nice to go pick it up. And honestly, it's like, it's small font. I mean, it's got it's pretty dense. I haven't had time to read it yet. This is my first time actually cracking it open. And there is a comics section. There are a number of there's a couple of comics pages. It's pretty full. And look at that. I mean, Crow 777 is going to be in there, I think, every month. I'm not sure if Spiritual North is, but yeah, there's going to be some regular contributors. So if you got a link, let me go ahead and pull the link up for you. It is Flat Revival. Okay, found it. I'm going to go ahead and just post a link for you.
You mentioned being the first skilled player.
Then I have some more articles to go over with Flat sorry, not Flat. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's just get back on track here. There was something going on with oh yes, MIT, they suck. Okay, astronauts are roasting BOB's flat Earth satellite, and it's amazing. So I kind of wanted to look at this because I want to see what exactly they can do as far as roasting, because all they can really do, as you know, is produce more CGI. And if you saw that late night comedian, I forgot his name, he's the kind of the chubby guy, looks kind of like Chris Farley. He does the late night show. I think his name is JC something Corder, Jason Corder, whatever his name is. He went after Flat Earthers the other night, and it was supposed to be a roast, and I watched it, and it's just like, how many times can you call Flat Earthers dumb? You know, I mean, that joke it's not even a joke. It's just cliche. Okay, so Buzz Aldrin. Oh, Buzz Aldrin. He says, I did too. It's called orbit, the curved path of a celestial object around a star, planet, or moon. Let's see here. Putting aside the ridiculousness of the whole thing, actually seeing the curve on ground level can be difficult for puny humans, but it doesn't mean it's not there. The Earth is really big. But we already have plenty of photos of Earth from space, like the famous and breathtaking blue marble taken in 1972 by the crew of Apollo 17. Again, referring to pictures. And okay, now they mocked. They said, oh, he only raised $50. And then like, oh, they only raised $200. And then someone else mocked him for raising $650. Every person who attacks BOB attacks how little money he's made. Well, now he's being mocked for having raised $4,700. I mean, they're going to mock him until he gets to the very last dollar. So I don't even care about the mockery. That's not an argument. What's up, Ben Case? Yeah, go to flatrevival.com if you want to copy that magazine. I would definitely order a copy or two. Okay, let's see here. Terravert says, I can save Bob a lot of money. The Earth is round. I flew around it. And here he is with a curved picture. Okay, see, that's so ridiculous. I knew they would do this. Okay, Scott Kelly came in with a beautiful time-lapse video from the ISS. Let's watch some cartoons. Oh, I'm sorry for blocking the picture. Okay, so this is what Scott Kelly is showing B.O.B. This is supposed to convince B.O.B. Yeah, I got that, Sky Hunter. Thank you for that. This is a time lapse. Like, for me to look at this and not see it as a CGI cartoon requires a great deal of, I don't know, I have to like willfully suspend disbelief. Like, I can't make myself believe that is real. The mechanical arm just makes it seem even faker to me. Like, why would they put that there? But yeah, ridicule's their main weapon. But what it comes down to is what? They're all going to laugh at you. Very childish. But, I can understand why, though. I mean, look, the entire time you're in school, from the time that you're little, even through college, you're always in this certain dynamic where you have the authoritarian at the top who knows everything, and then you are equal with everybody else. And if you say something out of line, you can be outgrouped. And it's really about peer pressure. Being laughed at means you're being outgrouped. You're not cool anymore. You're losing status. Yeah, where are the stars? That's Scott Kelly. Okay. We're not going to link to B.O.B.'s campaign, but instead, please enjoy this video of... Okay, see, here we go. They're not going to link it. Now, Kyle McDonald had this... So, why not just donate and then leave messages? That someone's actually doing something like this. Like this here is what they're posting. It said instead of campaign, they give you this video to look at. There you have stars in the background. I'm sorry. I'm not even close to convinced. And one nice thing about this, one thing you can do with it, is you can show this to people who believe in the spinning ball and will not hear any arguments. And you say, hey, you have to believe this. Like, you don't have the option of not believing in that. It's like you can't take out sections of your holy book. This is part of their orthodoxy. They have to buy into this, and they have to buy in all the cheesy footage from the 50s, even the footage like the first picture of Earth from space, 1966, where you're looking at, like, it appears to be a composite of several layers of paper. I mean, it looks so fake, but they have to buy it. You have to believe, if you're Globy, you have to believe in that cheesy footage where Nixon is talking to the astronauts on the moon, and they're standing at attention facing the flag. Like, you can't opt out of that. You got to buy into all that nonsense. Teaching Flat Earth, post links to it. She's built up a channel of old footage that's easy to point out as just fake, and she's like, this is what I started the channel for. The Globe defenders have to defend it. Yeah, they have to. Hoosier Flatty says, everything ISS has shown us is imperceptible from deception. Lester Nidium. Fantastic Voyage says education is a strange competition and it shouldn't be that way. We're in this together. Flat Earth is taking a wrecking ball to education. Well, the concept of education and learning, like Twain said, Mark Twain, he said, I never let my education get in the way of my learning. Because there is a line that's been crossed here, and I think a lot of people who spent a lot of money and went into debt to obtain certain degrees in certain subjects, they're due some type of a refund. Like, I was in no way behind the idea of college loan forgiveness. When Occupy Wall Street came out demanding that, I was like, no way. You signed up for that, you took it, you paid for it. You agree to pay for it, you have to pay for it. That's your obligation. I had no empathy whatsoever. But now I'm thinking, maybe they ought to get a refund. I mean, if you took a course on dino science, if you learned about asteroids, and if you were basically taught certain things as though they were facts, like, come on. You took the course because you believed you were being taught something about science, when in fact it was pure ideology, pure scientism, government or agenda-driven propaganda, state-sponsored propaganda. That's all. Samuel Clements is a friend, says Edward Woodger, who now has a wrench. The wrench is here so you can ban trolls, post links. Alright, Teaching Flat Earth, thank you. I appreciate your input. And yeah, definitely post a link to your channel, or I'll do it right now. So this will take you to Teaching Flat Earth, who has links to a lot of, she's uploading a lot of old videos that you need to go through. The fine-tooth comb. A lot of stuff you can expose there. Okay, there you go. I spammed your link. Okay, next thing on the list was, yeah, so the astronauts are roasting him, big deal. They don't really have a place. Okay, here we go. Does the Earth Rotate by William Edgell. What happened on Flat Earth this week, 1914. Okay, so this is a blog. It is what happened on the Flat Earth this week. So the first time I found the blog, I found it today, but this is today's post. It's a book called Does the Earth Rotate? With illustrations. 26 illustrations proving the Earth's fixture. And I don't know if you can download the book. Okay, text only version. Okay, I see. Anyway, it's the whole book here. Does the Earth rotate? It says, in compiling this book, I endeavored to explain my theory of a stationary Earth and a traveling sun as a contradiction to the present-day teaching of astronomers in the most simple and concise manner possible. So on goes the intro. William Edgell, Chapter 1, The Fixed Pole Star. Man, this looks good. Now, this is the full text of the book. I haven't read it yet. I probably will read it tonight. Or, in fact, you know, this is something else. Someone had suggested an idea the other day. I think it was also Kyle McDonald. He said, I get these emails at 3 in the morning from people, and he's like, incentivize people to create audio books. Like, he read The Flat Earth Activist, and now it's in regular rotation on my live streams. So this here, someone should read this, because I don't usually have time to sit down for several hours at a time and read a book. But I'm always working, I'm always painting, I'm always doing something. And so if someone were to read this, well, we would all probably listen to it over the next couple of days. In fact, I might even do it myself. What do you think? I mean, it's only 26. Let me see how many pages that is total. It might be like maybe a couple hours as an audiobook. 10 chapter 10, water finds its level. Will the reader now consider this fundamental natural law in relation to the astronomer's theory of movements of the universe? The distance from London to New Zealand is 13,700 miles. The position of New Zealand, we are told, is in accordance with the theory of a globular world directly underneath England. Vessels travel backward and forwards at regular periods. It is quite certain that if the sea forms part of the huge globe, then the vessels on their journey must be continually dipping, as it were. In fact, to the 1,000th miles for the first 4,500 miles. What he's suggesting here.
Thank you for watching and listening to this very special Flat Earth Network broadcast. To watch this content in its entirety, please support the Flat Earth Network of content providers by going now to flatearthnetwork.com and become a member of the Flat Earth Network.
We are at risk of having a flat Earth report come out of the House Intelligence Committee as to what happened with Russia.
A flat Earth report. Those are striking terms. striking terms.
So now, take your leave. So long, 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 so long, take your leave. 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 So long, your name so long. Take your name.
Okay, who is here? What's up? My brain cell says I have a couple of Flat Earth songs on my channel. If you want to check them out, one music video is called Here's Your Wrench. Just post a link and we'll play one here while we wait. Just waiting for a few more people to show up.